here at Superior Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. Today is a random movie review of a streamed movie, The Purge. Again, I'd heard a lot about this movie, so I was kind of curious to check it out, and, did number one. I'm an admitted, very big Michael Bay fan. I think he's a genius as a director. The stuff he produces is really hit or miss with me. So, again, I don't have any Michael Bay hate. I love his stuff. So, I check out all the stuff they do, and it's really has been either I dig it or I hate it. And it kind of goes more towards the hate as a rule. They've done a couple good stuff, but The Purge it's an interesting concept. No spoilers in this review. This is from the trailer. The concept is that you have a society now where there's zero crime and everything's better because once a year, between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m., I'm guessing whatever time zone you're in, that applies, there are no laws. And you can do whatever you want, and people go out and purge. They purge their rage and anger and everything else. And it's not set too far in the future, but they refer to the new founding fathers quite often. So apparently sometime over the course of now and the next, God, I forgot the date, but maybe 10 years, we somehow throw out the Constitution and have a whole brand new style of government come in with all new people, and we obey them blindly. The problem I have with the movie is they set up a world where it's very large in scope. The movie is small, but the world is large, and that's the problem. Without even watching the movie, how does that work? What do you mean there's no laws? Any laws? They say, I believe it's anything class 4 and below weapons are allowed to be used, and some type of crimes. Well, if murder's allowed, that means I'm going to assume robbery, rape, kidnapping, arson, all this is allowed too. I'm assuming, murder is pretty high on the level of crimes that you go to jail for. So I'm assuming everything else on there is allowed. And first problem is, they want me to believe that people choose to go out and murder first. That wouldn't happen. We've all seen what happens when there's big, huge natural disasters. Looting occurs. That's what would happen first. Now, I get it. James DeMonaco, the director, he's done one other movie, Little New York, which I haven't seen, and I'm assuming his idea with this movie is to be very political. And the concept is I'm supposed to believe that, were this to happen, the elite, social elite and financially elite and rich would go out and murder the poor and underprivileged. That's why the unemployment rate's gone. That's why the crime's gone. Because they commit the crimes and they've eliminated them. And that's why everything's better. Well, the problem I have with his message is what he's saying is that it's right that somehow the social elite and the rich can contain themselves for a year. They never do anything wrong. They know there's only one day they can do it, so they're okay. But yet the poor and underprivileged can't. The whole principle is absurd. That anyone a society would not function in this type of world. First of all, leave. Take vacation on that day. Unless you just want to run around murdering people. And how does a society like that function? If my neighbor goes out and willy-nilly hacks people to death with a hatchet while singing, praises of joy, I'm not going to trust that guy. He's completely insane. And this is where the suspension of disbelief in the world is too hard to maintain. Everybody acts perfectly normal, but nobody's suspicious of each other. You got Ethan Hawke as the main character. I like Ethan Hawke. He actually plays a fairly good role. One of the only non-annoying characters in the movie. His kid is excruciatingly annoying. No background given, but he wants to save everybody. Nobody should suffer through this. Okay, you're a kid. I don't care. You have no life experience or background in the movie. So it's just a random character thrown in to give that plot twist that we know is coming. You know, if you couldn't figure this movie out in the first 15 minutes, you don't watch any movies. It's really predictable. You've got, you know, Ethan Hawke's character, he sells security systems because, you know, people want their house secure so nobody can break in. And, of course, they're not that good because, you know, as you've seen in the trailers, his family ends up being part of the Purge in a hostage situation. The situations the characters are in are all so stupid. And this might be a spoiler. I don't know. I don't consider it one. When the rich elite, they look like they're supposed to be from some kind of fraternity or something. Rich guys show up to do their purge on the poor, innocent man who might or might not be homeless. But we can tell he's underprivileged because his clothes are slightly dirty. And he's black. Ooh, I guess that's what we were supposed to... Who knows? At any rate, when they show up to kill this guy because, you know, he's been let into their house and they need their kill. They can't go kill somebody else. If they can't kill that guy, they have to kill everybody, which, again, goes back to my point. They're all complete psychopaths, and they could not function if your bloodlust is that strong. There's no way you function normally the rest of the year. So, at any rate, Ethan Hawke has several guns. Lots of them. In fact, we even see he has a nice rifle. Multiples, shotguns, and other arms. He's in a 2-story house. They approach from the front. So, they stand there in this house under siege, never attacking the people trying to break in that are going to come in and kill him and his family. Well, he could have gone up the window and picked them off one by one with the rifle very easily. Doesn't do that. When they break into the house, finally, coming through the front door, he has a front door here, stairs here, walls up here. Easily snap there and shoot them as they come through the front door. No! What do? They walk back here in the big wide open area and get fired at. Ooh. It's trying to portray such a real world situation and fails on every level. It's like, I guess this could happen if you were completely incompetent. But what are you doing with that many guns in your house if you have no idea how to use them? And the villain, the main villain guy is such an irritating character. He's just, I mean, he needs to be mustache twirling going, with no charisma. Because that's all you get. So you just don't care. I mean, and at the end of it, the purge is over, and that's your movie. I don't know. I get it was trying to portray some, oh, rich people are basically evil, and the underprivileged are basically good. But they even fail in that, because the guy, their underprivileged guy, he does some pretty heinous stuff, taking, you know, the guy's family hostage at some point. That's... So, if the director was going for that type of message, he failed there too, because no one is really good. It just... I don't know, it falls flat. I didn't feel the home invasion threat. I couldn't root for the family because all of them except Ethan Hawke were kind of incompetent idiots. The wife was okay, I guess, but so many of their mistakes happened because of the kid and the daughter that it's just infuriating to watch. You're not rooting for them, you're kind of like, well, just kill these morons already. They're idiots. But you can't like the villains, so you don't even get that, you know, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees thing where you can root for the bad guy, because the guy's just a tool. So I don't know. I'm going to say this movie, my overall review of it, 2 out of 10. It's kind of stupid. It's got some competent filming, hence the 2. I took nothing away from the movie, and it frustrated me the entire time. I didn't understand the characters' actions, their reactions, or what the director was trying to show me in this. So I'm going to say don't bother watching it. It's not even worth a laugh. It'll probably just irritate you. And that's it. So that's my review of The Purge. I hope you enjoyed the review. Be sure to like the video, share it, and give me any comments, and we'll see you next time here at Movie Mayhem.